Hey everyone, welcome to the Dividend Investing Center YouTube channel. I've been away for quite a while. I made a couple videos a few months back, had a lot going on and stepped away from making YouTube videos, but I'm back with a new portfolio update. I'm really excited to get into it with you guys and with my new strategy for dividend investing for passive income. I have a portfolio value of $54,939.97 with 44% gains equaling $16,770. Now, if you look back at my last two videos, the portfolio value was more than double this amount. I recently put a down payment on a house and sold off some holdings, so that is the reason for the more than 50% cut into this portfolio. But since then, I've revamped my portfolio, added a couple listings, gotten rid of many listings, and I have a new overall strategy I'm excited to get to talking to with you guys. So first off, I'm going to start with the basis of my overall strategy. I listened to Joseph Carlson and have for a couple years on YouTube. If you're watching my channel, I'm sure you're familiar with Joseph Carlson. And prior to him mentioning this, I actually thought about a similar strategy, but never implemented it. And then once I heard him talk about it, I thought I'd give it a shot as it seems to make sense to me. So it's sometimes referred to as the satellite dividend strategy, in which you have one or two main holdings, usually an index fund or ETF, one that has multiple companies inside of it, and that is by far your largest holding. So in my case, my largest holding will be 20%, and we'll go over what holding that is. And I have 20 other holdings that are each going to make up 4%. So 80% individual stocks, and I have this one ETF that is going to make up 20%. So the holding making up 20% is actually right here. It is XYLD. It's a S&P 500 covered call ETF with a dividend payment a little over 8% at the moment. This is a monthly payer with, an 8.93% dividend. The thing with this is it is taxed at a normal income tax rate, so you aren't going to get any qualified dividends from this. So you'll always be paying that typically 30 to 40% on this nearly 9%. But when you're getting nearly 9%, I'm happy to not get qualified dividends. 30% of nearly 9%, I'm still netting 6+% after taxes, which to me is phenomenal. It is a monthly payer. It is a little riskier being a covered call ETF, which is why I've added 80% of my portfolio being the highest quality dividend payers, in my opinion. So let's get into my other 20 holdings. As you can see, the highest value overall in my portfolio is Apple, and that's because of this 225% gain, resulting in over $7,500 in gains. So I initially put in about $3,000, and that's just based off capital appreciation has risen to the value of nearly $11,000. Next, I'm going to do this pretty quickly. We're just going to cover the other 20 companies and my overall strategy, and we're going to probably end it there for this video. I just want to get a quick update on my portfolio, and hopefully you will see weekly videos from me from here on out. My next holding, highest in value, is McDonald's, where I've seen over 36% in gains, totaling around $1,300. Microsoft is one I added $3,000 yesterday, I believe, for a total of 20.41% gains and $827. This is a extremely long-term hold for me, as are the rest of these holdings. But this is one I believe in for the long term. The dividend yield at the moment is not great, but the dividend increases annually are pretty substantial. Next, we have Disney, who is currently not paying a dividend, where we've seen a 32+% gain, nearly $1,000. Next in value of around $3,600 is Pepsi. After that, we have Home Depot, Costco, Starbucks, Chubb, which is an international insurance company, where we've seen 28% in gains. Johnson & Johnson, which I actually sold a decent amount of for the down payment, where I've seen 28% gains. This was a holding that had about $9,000 in value prior to me selling a bunch off. That's one I want to build back ASAP. Next, we have Brookfield Renewable Energy, which is a renewable energy company, obviously, that specializes in wind and sustainable energy overall. We have Albertsons next, which has seen a 95% gain. This one has been on a tear. We have Cisco, which was a very small purchase for me, but has more than doubled at 106% in gains. We have 3M, which I sold a good amount of. Now is only $390 in my portfolio, but was nearly $6,000 prior to me selling off for my down payment. After that, we have NextEra Energy, which is the leader in renewable energy. Unilever, which makes Dove soap, Degree deodorant, and a vast amount of other products. Verizon makes up $200 at the moment. So all of these are companies that by the time I hit $100,000 in value for this portfolio, I'd like to have all these at around $4,000, which of course is 4% of the portfolio at that point. Caterpillar is one I sold out of completely. I'm just waiting for these fractional shares to liquidate by Merrill Edge. Procter & Gamble is a position I want to build up. I'm at 43% gains. That's a reason I kind of stopped buying it at the moment. It's just I've never been able to get in at a decent price, in my opinion. But sometimes you just have to bite the bullet and purchase it if you believe in it long term, which I do. So that's probably a mistake on my part for only buying one share. JP Morgan is a new position I initiated when I was deciding what the 20 companies were that I was going to move forward with this portfolio. So that's a brand new position there. Philip Morris is a controversial one, but an extremely high dividend payer that focuses on international countries, which I see as a big safety net for that company. And the rest of these companies are all that I have sold out of. So just if anyone's interested, we have AbbVie, the healthcare company, Altria, Wells Fargo, Pfizer, Raytheon Technologies, Chevron, Honeywell, ExxonMobil, Duke Energy, Realty Income, Royal Dutch Shell, AT&T, General Mills, Boeing, Waste Management, PPL Energy Corporation, Leggett & Platt, Union Pacific, Railroads, Hormel Foods, BP Energy, Visa, Otis Worldwide, which is elevators, and Southern Company, along with Carrier Global, which is an HVAC company. Calculator. Let's go ahead and find out my dividend yield at the moment. We'll do a rough one. So 1511. This is how you calculate dividend yield. The dividend yield of your overall portfolio, if any of you were curious. And then you divide it by 54,939. Do 4,939. I'm not going to do the cents because this is just a rough estimate. So overall, at the moment, my portfolio is generating at a 2.75 dividend yield, which is not the highest. I'm definitely looking to get that up. I'd prefer to have it at around 3.5%, ideally. So I'm going to keep adding more and more money to XYLD to get that to 20% of my portfolio, along with getting the rest of my stocks to about $4,000 in value before I hit $100,000 total. A reason that it's currently at 2.7 is Apple's my largest holding. at nearly 20% of my portfolio, and it pays a very, very low dividend. So almost 20% of my portfolio pays under a 1% dividend, and that's just because of the huge capital appreciation and the size of that allocation in my portfolio. Overall, the reason I'm doing this strategy is to have a pretty large dividend yield overall, with that nearly 9% dividend yield from XYLD that you all saw, but also to provide a safety net because of that. So much of my portfolio is going in a riskier investment, paying nearly 9%. Until next time, I really appreciate anyone who made it this far in the video. And if you like these videos and want to see more in the future, trust me, again, they will get better. Please hit the like button and comment your thoughts down below, what you would like to see in a future video, and subscribe because I will have more content coming out. Alrighty, everyone, thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the next.